This is the House of Hockey podcast on the Hockey Podcast Network. Hockey is more than a game, it's a lifestyle. It's you, the diehard supportive fans, your favorite players who are on the team you cheer for, and the organization who supports them.
The companies that make your gear, bags, and beer league sweaters. The hockey moms and hockey dads, and everything else that makes this House of Hockey your home. Come on in. I'm Breezy.
And I'm Rae Rae.
And this is our house. McGregor vs. Poirier 3 is all set for UFC 264. Every punch, kick, and knockout means so much more of the DraftKings lineup on the line. DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of the UFC, is giving you a shot at huge cash prizes for this weekend's fight. DraftKings is offering all customers a shot at millions of dollars in total prizes. If you haven't tried it yet, Fantasy MMA is super easy to play. All you got to do is pick 6 fighters, stay under the salary cap, and pile up points for advances, takedowns, and more. There's no better way to put your MMA knowledge to the test than to compete for a shot at millions of dollars in total prizes. Plus, don't forget about basketball and hockey, where DraftKings has even more money up for grabs throughout the week. DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable, so you can deposit and withdraw your funds at your convenience. It's the McGregor vs. Poirier rubber match, so get in on all the action now. Download the DraftKings app and use promo code THPN for your shot at millions of dollars in total prizes throughout the week. That's promo code THPN for the Hockey Podcast to get a shot at millions of dollars in total prizes only at DraftKings. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com for details. I just sounded like Jim Carrey. That was weird.
I like it. Which Jim Carrey? The mask Jim Carrey or?
I don't know.
Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura. Yeah. See DraftKings.com for details.
Well, welcome to the House of Hockey podcast. I don't know what episode this is.
69.
69. I am one of your hosts, Rae Rae.
And I'm the other host, Breezy.
And we are going to give you a little disclaimer here because we are recording this episode prior to Monday's Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Final. And the way the scheduling goes and the way that we release our episodes, by the time this comes out, we could have a Stanley Cup champion or we might not. So we're going to save all of our intense, great conversations about the final for the following week once we have a winner, and we're going to bring on some special guests to talk about whoever wins and their team and winning. So this week, we're just going to talk some hockey headline news. We have a special guest coming on the show. And Toni is freaking out over there. I think she's going to go do her hair and makeup, but she's got a couple minutes. Okay, go get a hat and sunglasses. You've got a good 10 minutes. Breezy and I are going to talk first, okay? Okay.
Maybe a glass of wine.
Breezy says maybe a glass of wine.
Oh, silly girl.
She said silly girl. She's clothed this time. So if anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, Aunt Toni is my aunt who has made a brief appearance on the show during our interview with Carly Zucker. So go back and watch that. But anyway, that's what's happening this week.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
You have some news about 2 of your teams, tradesies happening.
Yeah, so the Kings acquired Viktor Arvidsson from the Nashville Predators. Crazy. I think he's going to do really well with the Kings. A lot of Swedes on the team now. I think there's going to be some Swede power about to happen, or just a lot of Europeans as well on the team, which is a good thing. I think there's the European and the Russians are starting to kind of take over the league a little bit. So it's good when your team can, or one of your teams, I guess, in my books, is able to kind of say, go along with the times. Really sad day for Preds fans. Obviously, RV brought a lot of, just a lot to the team, to the locker room, to the city as well. So bittersweet, but super exciting. And I think that the Kings have another big trade coming up here soon.
Who do you think they're trading?
I don't know. I don't know. But I think it was good for the Preds to give up RV when they did, because they probably weren't. I think they have other players that they need to protect in the expansion draft, and I think the Kings had an opening to protect an extra person, so it kind of worked out on both parties. But we'll see what happens. There's a lot on the line. And for you, I've been doing a lot of reading lately, and it seems as though Duncan Keith may be on his way out the door for the Hawks.
I know, I saw that. I've heard that, and it makes me really sad. He's still got years to play.
Yeah.
He's in phenomenal shape, but as I've talked about over the course of this season, at the beginning of this season too, when, Crow retired and then Andrew Shaw and Seabrook, and just seeing the whole decade championship Blackhawks team being dismantled, it really is really hitting me this season. And I get it. I'm okay with it. I'm not as angry as I was at the beginning of this season. I've had several months to process this loss, and come to terms of accepting that that team's over. I'm going to miss Keith. Keith no teeth. I think he's the only thing keeping our defense together. And we need a full-on rebuild. And though I am happy to hear that Jonathan Toews is okay.
Yeah, it's coming back.
Oh, thank God. Just in general, everybody was really worried. Was this concussion? Was this COVID? What was wrong with him? Because there was no speculations. He didn't talk about it, and nobody knew what was going on. And for him to just, come out and say that it was basically, like an immune system disorder, being under chronic stress. He was, needing to basically just take some time off and get, the mind and body working together again in a healthy way. And he's back on the ice and, feeling good. And I'm happy to hear that he's okay.
I think the most important part about that too was he actually had a smile on his face and he was having fun.
Yeah. Seriously, Captain Serious. That's what we call him, because he was always. Oh,
yeah. I mean, now we know he was just stressed out. Poor guy. His eyes were probably going ring. But he was smiling in the video and having fun on the ice. And he said he just wants to have fun, which is, at the end of the day, that's all you got to do. And I'm super excited for him to come back. He's actually one of the guys I really enjoy watching. There's one player on every team that I really enjoy watching, and he's that for the Hawks. So super excited for him to come back.
Yeah, I am too. And I'm excited for him and Kane to be back together. Maybe this might be the last time we see the two of them play together this upcoming season. Who knows what's going to happen. I'm sorry, I just kicked the desk. They have the opportunity to move out of their contracts if they want to. But I mean, with Keith going, it's just, you don't know. Yeah. I just don't know what's going to happen.
I don't know either, but we'll see. I mean, we got the draft coming up too. And it'll be really interesting because there's a lot of players that may be going to the Kraken or maybe going to other teams, and that was the case with Keith. It's he could be going to Seattle, he could be going to Edmonton, he could be going to, I think I read Vegas in there somewhere. First of all, where is Vegas getting all their money? That's all I gotta know.
I have no idea, but they don't have a lot of young prospects on Vegas, at least not in their current roster. So I have no idea.
Yeah, so
because they've picked up a lot of big ticket players in the last couple of years.
And I think Martinez is probably looking to be re-signed or being moved. There was talks that Martinez could come back to the team, or to the Kings, sorry. But I don't know. I think the Kings maybe have unfortunately moved on from Marty, but
honestly, I think They should, because
Yeah.
when the Blackhawks did that with Brandon Saad, it just
And when he came
matter.
back, it didn't work. Yeah. So I
No.
think there's going to be more moving parts this off season with the draft coming up. And
Yep,
I think
July
we've probably
23rd and
seen,
24th, right?
yeah, that I think we've seen in quite some time. So I'm excited to see where people end up. It's, again, bittersweet as it may be, but
Yeah.
when you follow a lot of teams, I mean, you have no issues.
Breezy, you follow too many teams. You're now a Canadians fan, as far as I'm concerned. I'm adding them to the list.
No. Tyler Toffoli, yes, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. What do you remember your first hockey game?
The one that I actually attended,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't remember like my first. I think I was super young when I like first went, but I remember when I really started to get back into it. I told myself, I was like, I'm gonna go to a Kings game. I'm buying myself tickets, and because my dad and I have our birthdays around the same day, I told my dad, I was like, I'm buying us tickets, and we ended up going to, and my mom came too. There's the three of us. We went and saw the Vancouver Canucks versus the Kings at Staples Center. I think it was in like 2010. I went back. And that was like the first one I went back to in however freaking long. But it was awesome. It was cool. I bought myself a Jeff Carter jersey when I got there. It was the only jersey they had left, and it's actually hanging on my wall because it's like a size like 56. So
Oh,
it's huge. I
geez.
couldn't even wear it, but I got it. He actually signed it a few years later when I had season tickets. We were able to do a meet and greet. So he signed it, so it just lives nicely on my wall right now. So it's kind of also, again, a little bittersweet. My first jersey I got signed was Jeff Carter. Now he's at the Pens, but there it is.
That's a
Slava
pretty
Voinov
good.
was my favorite player, though.
Who?
Slava Voinov. And obviously there were some issues with that, but hey, it's all good.
Why was he your favorite?
I just loved his style of play. I thought he was really smooth. He was really in tune with his line mates. He could read plays really well. He just kind of was all over the ice. He was just in the right place at the right time at all times. Plus, his name was so fun to say. Slava Voinov. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've told this story here, but maybe not. And if I have, so what? You're going to hear it again. But I remember my first hockey game was at the old Chicago Stadium Blackhawks with my dad. And there was like a ton of obstructed views at that building with like big giant cement round, poles going through. But I know we had pretty decent seats. I was 4 or 5, so I don't actually remember the game. But what I do remember is walking out of the stadium to go back to the car, and it was snowing, and we got drenched by a snowplow, like the dirty, slushy, snowy water on the side of the
Man.
road. They came through, and we got soaked. And I remember being really upset because we had bought I wanted a shirt, like a Blackhawks shirt. So we bought it from one of the street vendors for
Yeah.
like, $5 instead of like whatever it was in the arena. And I was carrying my shirt and it got drenched by the slush. And I was like worried that it was ruined. And my dad was like, it'll be okay. It'll come out. And so that's my memory of the first Blackhawks game. It's like the shirt and the snowplow, but the actual game I don't remember. I was a little too young. So
yeah, well, at least you have some memory of it. Way back when.
Yeah. Where were you the last time? Let's see, of your 20 teams, I think the Kings are the most recent to win a Stanley Cup, right?
Yeah.
So where were you watching them win? Do you remember?
Yeah, so I think I've told this story before actually too. I was really, really upset about it. I ended up buying my nephew Dodger tickets. Yeah, and then I was trying to like ditch the ticket so he can like bring a friend because I thought he would have more fun. And my sister kind of like bit my head off. She's like, "You bought it for him. You got to go." And I was like, "But the King, I'm going to go to the Kings game." They're like, "They're probably not even going to win." They did. So they won the Stanley Cup. I was at Dodger Stadium though, which was really cool because they stopped the game, put the Kings game up on the big screen, and we watched them win the cup at Dodger Stadium. So just down the block, the Kings were playing, and it was cool. It was a cool moment. It's better than being at home. But all my friends are texting me like, "We're going to the bar. You want to go?" And I'm like, I would definitely rather be at a bar right now than I was like watching the game on my phone. But it was still super fun. It was a great memory, and as much as I wanted to be at the Kings game or like with friends, it's pretty cool that I got to see him win it while watching a Dodger game
Yeah.
at the stadium. So yeah,
Definitely a unique memory. I was at when the Blackhawks last won, I was in LA. Didn't have any hockey friends yet, and or Hawks fan friends.
right.
And I said, I am not watching this game from home in my apartment in North Hollywood by
Yeah.
myself. I want to be around a bunch of Blackhawks fans. So I took the train. Yes, there is a train in Los Angeles.
There it is.
And I took the train to Skid Rowkio. It's a part of downtown LA that's like on the verge of Skid Row and Little Tokyo. And there is a Chicago bar called the Escondido. And it's owned by Chicago people. And it was packed bodies to bodies with Blackhawks fans. And I hugged a bunch of strangers who were Blackhawks fans when we won. And it was one of those moments I'll always remember.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely unique way to celebrate, but
Yeah.
way better than being by myself.
Way better. I couldn't imagine. Well, I was kind of by myself when the Kings won their first cup in 2012. I was just watching it from my living room, but I still celebrated really hard. I actually cried a little bit, but yeah, the Preds announced that they are going to have an outdoors stadium series at the Titan Stadium in Nashville.
That is cool. How is the ice going to stay cold there?
Well, it gets really cold in February. I think it's like February 22nd or the 24th. I think it's the 22nd. I don't really remember the date. It's on a Saturday. I was like, I'm going, and they're playing the Tampa Bay Lightning. I was like,
Whoa.
I'm going. When tickets go up for sale, I'm buying a ticket. My nephew wants to go with me, and I was like, you're gonna freaking church ball, whatever. So I'm gonna buy a ticket. So if you want to go and meet us up there,
I'm down. I'm down. That would be so much fun.
So we're going to I'm gonna do the stadium series. I'm gonna buy tickets. Probably end up taking a red-eye flight Friday night, and I'll probably come home Sunday night so I don't miss any work because that seems to be an issue. But we're gonna go. I don't care how I'm gonna make it happen, but I'm gonna go.
Well, let's go.
You're welcome to meet me up there too.
No, I'm coming. I'll go with you. Why not? That
Okay.
sounds like so much fun. I feel like that's the perfect city to go to an outdoor game in, where it will be cold, but it won't be like freeze your nuts off cold like Minnesota, you know?
Yeah. Although one time when I went to one time in Dan Camp, the one time I went to Nashville, it was when I was with our friend Tracy, and we came out. That was the King's dad's trip. We walked out of Bridgestone Arena, and my hands instantly froze. They went numb, and I was like wearing gloves too. It was insane. So that's why we went to the first bar we saw, and luckily that's where all the King's dads were. So we spent the rest of the night there. But it was so cold. That was probably the coldest I've ever been. So if they have that same kind of weather, the ice is going to be perfectly fine, and it should be fun.
Okay, I have one request.
Okay.
When we go, when we go to Nashville, I have to go to the Miranda Lambert restaurant bar that's brand new that just opened.
Absolutely.
Okay, I love her so much.
I gotta go. There's so many of my favorite country artists are there like every Sunday. I might have I probably won't be there Sunday night, but hopefully they'll come in maybe Saturday night after the game, because it's like a huge thing. So many celebrities go to Preds games, so many country singers. So they're probably going to go after party at Miranda's bar. It looks so cool. She is there all the time.
She is?
She is there. She's there like once a week.
Oh my God. I love her.
And her husband. Yeah.
Oh yeah. He was
Yeah.
a policeman or a firefighter?
Policeman, like
Woo!
NYPD. I look and when he walks out like in the crowd with her, you could tell he's got his like police radar on, and I'm like, dang, look at you.
That real life sexy bodyguard situation happening.
I'm going to Nashville in like 90 days. We have a countdown on. My mom's going, and she wants to get tattoos.
Ooh, wait a second. This is way more interesting. What kind of tattoo are you going to get?
My mom is dead set. I don't know if we're going to do it in Nashville, though. It's like we got like, there's like 6 total, and like getting tattoos kind of takes a long time. But she's dead set on getting cowboy hat, cowboy boots, something like that, and have it say, "Kiss my Nash."
My what?
My Nash. Kiss my Nash.
Like Nashville.
Yes, but like also like her butt. Kiss my Nash.
I get it. I
Yeah.
get it. I like
She's dead
it.
set on it. She's dead set on it. I'm like, whatever you want to do, Mom. She doesn't have any tattoos.
I feel like you kind of have to put that on your Nash.
Yes,
I think that's like the perfect place for it.
I think so. I really do.
I wouldn't be opposed to getting a tattoo on my butt.
I feel like it probably wouldn't hurt that bad.
Definitely not. It's the fattiest part of the body.
Yeah, it should feel fine. I've had some like pretty painful ones, and I'm pretty sure that would probably be the least painful spot to get something.
Wait, you don't have any tattoos on your butt, do you?
No.
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 No. Okay.
I'm like sitting there thinking, like, where do I have tattoos? No, I don't. I don't.
I support your mom and your matching tattoo decision.
Yes.
I
We'll
support that.
see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. My aunt and I have 2 matching tattoos. So.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What are they? Or can you not share?
Oh no, I can. We both have a lion because we're both Leos, and we have one that like comes together when we stand together on our shoulders. That makes like a circle that says "Forever Strong."
That's
so I have one half, and she has the other half.
When isn't Leo season coming up?
Oh yeah, July, the day of the draft, the day of the expansion draft.
Yeah, your birthday's coming up.
Yeah.
I had to find out when your birthday was on Facebook last year because you wouldn't tell me.
I know, you were so mad. You were like, I almost missed your birthday. And I was like, yeah, that's okay. I was like purposely not telling anybody.
I don't even think it's saved in my phone. I'm going to have to stalk Facebook again.
Okay.
Maybe. We'll see.
Well, speaking of the matching tattoos, I think we should bring in our special guest, Aunt Toni, for a minute just to say hi.
I agree. I say let's do it.
I gotta unplug my headphones.
Okay.
And wait till you see what she's wearing. I saw her walk in the room dressed like this. Wait, bring your chair over. And I almost lost it, but I kept it together, Breezy, because I am a professional. And okay, here comes Aunt Toni, everybody.
Whoa!
She just put a hole in the ceiling. It's not a big deal.
Hello,
here we go. We're back in Miami.
Well, this was just thrown on me.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to see you. You know I adore you, Breezy.
And I adore you.
You're the only one who has seen me naked with wine in my hand. Besides
Carly.
And anybody who watched the episode.
So you guys are doing great.
Well, thank you.
You are. You're such a great team together. You really are.
Yeah. Yeah, we get along pretty well.
You have fun. You have... Oh, my head's crooked. My head's crooked.
I can't with this look.
Anyway.
So, Breezy, ask Aunt Toni about her hockey knowledge.
Yeah, what's your hockey knowledge?
Well, I know the Blackhawks have a big Indian on their chest. I know that the two of you have interviewed a lot of different hockey players, which I'm very thrilled with.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Let's see. The stick thing and the puck thing, I think that's really... You have to have good coordination on that. You really do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched her do it.
Mm-hmm. That time in quarantine when I tried to learn how to play hockey.
Yeah. Have you been working on your wrist strength?
No, girl. No, girl.
Oh.
I'm not me. This is not built to play hockey.
Well,
It's not.
Well, I really think she should go to a camp.
I do.
I think she should go to a camp and learn how to play hockey.
You should.
Yeah.
Actually, that'd be fun.
Yeah. But
I'm sorry.
Do you know any names of hockey players?
No, I don't. But I really like it. I like watching. Well, no, I watch her watch it.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then I listen to you and her talk about it. And everything that comes on Facebook, I always click like.
She does.
Yes. I like it.
She is I think me and her are the only ones who like anything on our Facebook page.
I do enjoy it. No, you too. I mean, you really cover it and you have fun with it. Mm-hmm. And I see all of that. And I think it's great to have that passion. I really believe. I saw one girl. I don't know what her name is, but she talks about sports and she's all perfect. And she's climbing mountains in a full face of makeup and whatever. Oh my God, is she fake? I don't know who this girl is. Well, I don't know who she is, but all I know, from my point of view, nobody climbs a mountain with full face of makeup. And come fuck me pumps. No. I mean, come on. This girl is not sports.
No.
That I do know.
Mm-hmm.
And that I had a very strong opinion on.
Yeah.
Partially influenced by me, I think.
Oh, no, but I went online and I looked.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I checked it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
she's doing research for us.
Well, I am. Every time you guys talk about something, you think I'm not listening, but I am.
I know you listen.
I know.
I know you listen.
What's your favorite profanity to say?
Well,
zero hesitation.
Zero.
Or clusterfuck.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What advice do you have to our listeners? You're full of wonderful advice. You advise me multiple times a day. So what would you say to the hockey fans listening?
Well, let me begin with, I have lived a full life. So I do give advice. Mm-hmm. I cut to the chase. What would I give advice for what, honey?
Our hockey fan listeners.
Keep listening and watch these ladies. I mean, and if you're not, you start word of mouth. You start telling other people about the show. Because I want them to have a great following. And they have a pretty good one now. But keep watching, write in, or whatever you do. You call in or tweet or...
Yeah, all of them.
You kind of twinkle or something. I don't know.
Breezy, you twinkle, right?
I did twinkle.
Yeah.
Okay, well, just do all of that. Because if not, I know where all of you live. And you don't want me coming after you.
No.
No.
You know, Breezy, she was the original Spider-Woman.
For Marvel Comics.
She was,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, I was.
Pretty impressive.
Oh, it was. I fought crime everywhere in the country.
She was very busy.
Yeah. Yeah, I was very busy. I really had no time for much.
Okay, any final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Well, I love you both and keep doing a good job. I will be watching. I may pass through with a glass of wine from time to time. But really, that day that I was naked, I really thought I could drop down and crawl on the floor. And you wouldn't see me, Breezy. But then when I looked up and I saw you smiling, I thought, ooh. Ooh.
Your spidey senses were off that day.
They were very off,
Mhm.
very, very off.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I just tell you girls, keep doing what you're doing because it's amazing.
Thank you.
And
Well, thank you.
thank you for having me on the show. You know, I didn't
Anytime.
have makeup on, so I had to do all this.
I love it.
You're lucky I didn't wear a veil.
She was this close to wearing her veil.
I was.
Next time.
Well, stop by anytime you want.
Thank you, Breezy.
You're always welcome.
Thank you, honey.
Yes.
Mwah.
Love you.
Mwah. To you,
Okay.
Breezy. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks for coming over to our House of Hockey podcast and hanging out with us. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode. And in the meantime, you can follow us on social media. Just look for House of Hockey podcast. We'll be back next week.